this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
If I go to the farm.
You will.
No, you're going to go to the farm.
You're going to the farm.
They get attacked by... It's your whole shtick.
I know.
It's the one thing that makes you
GM is
interesting.
tired of sending people to the farm.
Well, maybe the GM shouldn't give farmable people.
After a long and perilous journey,
You had dealt with the termite, fey, vexigit things that were terrorizing
Idjit.
the Nycteras of the Ulfin ship, and then you went and spoke to the queen again. She told you a bit about the Cradle of Quartz, which she referred to as the Quartz Temple.
Yeah.
She told you that there were the living dead inside of the Cradle of Quartz.
Micah's angels have finally made it to the Cradle of Quartz.
Ahead, one wall of the curved canyon is carved into an elaborate facade. Pillars, circles, and geometric patterns give the impression of an entrance into a giant temple.
And are about to open its heavy clockwork doors.
The double door is 10 feet tall and made of weather-beaten bronze. The walls surrounding the bronze portal are inscribed with an intricate network of gears that circle the doorway and cover most of the visible surface.
It's time to explore this joint.
It's a Suvu's bare fist with the steel chair. Give him the chair, Suvu.
Now.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood, burned by the embers of Armageddon, his soul blistered by the fires of hell, and tainted beyond ascension, etc., etc. Doom music. Today, on the tour of the Inner Sea, we are covering a very horrifying and just earth-shattering consequences place that no one should go to. We're going to be covering the World Wound.
I.e., the whole reason Ioma Day exists.
Yeah. I mean, you're not...
The worst decision Paizo ever made.
I was just saying, after reading about the World Wound, I'm not so... I don't know why Ioma Day is here when there's Serenre. Serenre is just so much better. But because of the World Wound, Ioma Day is needed.
That's fair.
And
That's fair.
I understand it.
Yeah, but so...
Is it Ioma Day or Yoma Day?
I don't know.
It's Ioma Day.
I don't know. A day.
I think, so the Glass Cannon guys say Ioma Day.
Oh,
but
that's right.
It's the ending of his D-A-E. D-A-E. So that's day.
Well, how does James Jacobs say it? How does Jason Bullman say it?
They say Ioma Day.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I was right.
Ioma Day.
And as you might expect, other people were salty about that.
What
anyway,
day is Ioma Day?
Oath Day.
Ah.
Anyway, this is already off topic.
Really?
Demons, yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
So
Demons.
before we get into this episode of the Tour of the Inner Sea, I want to say a couple things because Pathfinder 1 and 2E both live in the same world, but Pathfinder 2E, it takes place after the events of all the adventure paths in Pathfinder 1E. Like each of them happen over the course of the years that they were released, right? And so in 2E, things have already, capital H, happened in the world. And a huge chunk of like one of the major implications on the world of Golarion is what happened in the World Wound, i.e., that has been resolved. So before we talk about it, we're going to be talking about the World Wound as it existed in first edition Pathfinder. And this is also going to apply to a couple things that we talked about on Tour of the Inner Sea. And that's for one very specific reason. We're not done with first edition Pathfinder.
There's a lot of really fun stories that we haven't experienced yet that we still very much want to experience.
Yeah.
And we're trying to avoid minute or specific and big spoilers. Unfortunately, you cannot find out about the World Wound in 2E without the biggest spoiler for the end of that adventure path.
And this isn't a spoiler per se.
You knew it was going to happen.
But like it has been dealt with. It is like basically the adventure path in first edition Wrath of the Righteous is about the World Wound and what happens with it. And that is resolved by 2E. So in 2E, the area that was the world wound is known as the Sarkoris Scar. But again, for all of our lore stuff, we're going to go from the 1E perspective. That is to prevent spoilers. It's because we're not done with 1E. And honestly, understanding where the 2E world comes from should help. Because if you get the Lost Omens World Guide and just kind of give an overview of these areas, you'll get to see how it's evolved and learn things about it, right?
And let's be honest, as far as the world wound is concerned, 1E is just more cool than, problem's been solved 2E.
Yeah, you're right. And so you might be asking, all right, what is this world wound thing? All right, and to answer that, if you go, we've been moving along the northern part of Galarian. We looked at Urison. We came down to Absalom.
What?
To answer that question, we have to go 120 years in the past.
You're right. We're getting there. But so we start out looking at Urison, which is in the northern part of the Inner Sea region, continent of Avestan. We've looked at Absalom for some history basis. We've looked at Land of the Lunarm Kings, which was to the west of Urison, and then we started moving east past Urison to the realm of the Mammoth Lords, and we're going to keep going east past the realm of the Mammoth Lords to the World Wound. The World Wound gets its name because it is a demon-haunted wasteland at the northernmost reaches of central Avestan. It was created when a planar tear to the abyss opened in the Kelid nation of Sarkoris shortly before the death of the god Eridan.
And for context, what is the abyss?
The abyss in Pathfinder, so there's basically think of Pathfinder 1E especially had strong ties to the alignment system. Mm-hmm. So you got all your different alignments, and imagine that there's going to be a plane. There's lots of planes for lots of different things, but there's also a plane for each specific alignment, right? Lawful good, you got heaven.
Lawful evil, you got hell.
Yeah. Chaotic evil is the abyss. So in 1E Pathfinder, this is also just in the setting for 2E as well, although they're moving away from alignment, but that's a whole nother discussion. Lawful evil, you got hell. Neutral evil, you have Abaddon. Chaotic evil is the abyss. And hell has devils. Abaddon has demons.
Yeah.
And then...
good old EA.
Yeah. And then the abyss has demons.
EA?
Oh, you shut up.
EA Games. It's full of demons.
But basically, the World Wound used to be another Kelid nation, somewhat similar to Realm of the Mammoth Lords, maybe not as insular and protective of their ways.
They actually had cities and stuff. Though.
Yeah, but still, it was Kelid people. But about 100 years ago, a little over 100 years ago, actually, right after the death of Eridan, something happened. And there's some lore and stories about it if you want to get into it, but there was a rift open up on the material plane, and the abyss is now pouring out of it. I actually have artwork I want to share. I think this is from one of the campaign setting books, if not from the Wrath of the Righteous Adventure Path. I'm going to post this in our Discord. This is an actual image or illustration of what the World Wound looks like.
Oh, that's sick. Look at all those horrifying creatures coming out of it.
Oh, sick nasty.
It's basically like a canyon that rips through a huge chunk of this nation-sized area. And as you descend into the canyon, that you just basically fall into the abyss.
And to pump this up even more, it's not just that demons get to come through. The abyss, from the abyssal plane itself, starts to corrupt the material plane in that area and is slowly spreading outward.
I've got a more secular comparison. You know those derelict nether portals in more recent updates of Minecraft? I say more recent, I mean within the last 5 years, maybe. And how there's in the overworld little pockets of netherite and fire and lava and stuff. That's
very little ones, yeah.
Yes. It's kind of like that, except it's actively growing.
Yeah,
it looks like.
Yeah, and so basically when this opened, the nation of Sarkoris was just decimated.
Horse?
Bye-bye, Sarkoris.
Yeah, they were just they thought they could take it back, but they were just destroyed. The demons came out really chaotically at first, and just kind of ravaged the land. But this happening caused the first Mendevian, I think, I can't remember how to pronounce that nation. The nation next to Sarkoris, Mendev. It caused the first Mendevan crusade. and Iomade, Eridan's herald, became a higher form of deity, rallied people, and the Church of Iomade rallied people on this crusade to beat back the demons. And it was kind of successful. They never like took everything back, but they held it from progressing into Mendev itself.
They effectively made a border.
Yeah.
That the demons couldn't get through.
Yeah. But it turns out like the first wave of demons was more like a scouting party than an actual organized attack. And within the next like 10-ish years, the actual attack came, and that called for the Second Mendevian Crusade. This is all happening in the past, right? And so they more or less failed. But the only thing that the Second Crusade did establish was the creation of these things called ward stones, because the other thing to deal with demons is you can fight back in a line, but a lot of demons have teleportation abilities. And the ward stones basically inhibited them from being able to teleport just wherever they wanted.
And those weren't set up until which crusade?
The Second Crusade. Because
that's one of the fun there's in 1E there's like a whole book that you can read about a lot of the lore for the World Wound, and one of the fun facts in it was that like most of the demons that came through the first wave weren't your typical smart demon. They were like wild animal demons, the low level ones.
Dumb demon?
Yes, but some of them, the more powerful ones that happened to slip through that were not affiliated with the whoever did the portal, they came through and teleported away immediately, and they're still out there in the world. That's why it's not impossible to just find demons in the world that even haven't been summoned by like wizards. It's because they slipped through and being smart instantly teleported away.
Yeah. But like the Second Crusade was more or less a failure. It ended with them losing the whole rest of what was formerly Sarkoris, the nation, but they did establish these ward stones. And then about 20 years later after that, there was another crusade, but it did not do so hot.
Was that the one where corruption played a big part, or was that the fourth one?
I think that's the fourth one.
Okay.
Basically, yes, that 20 years after the Second Crusade, the third one kicks off. During the First and Second Crusade, blah, 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 most Crusaders made the journey up the West Selin River, past the nation of Uslav, blah, 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 blah. They had more crusades just to keep the demon tide at bay, but they were never able to get past it. And then by the Fourth Crusade, it's like what Jacob was talking about. They were dealing with problems of corruption, because it turns out like
things like succubuses and incubuses and other sneaky demons had started to corrupt the Crusaders, so that like, they were just corrupt. Some of them would fall away. I wonder how many anti-paladins were made that way.
Yeah.
Fun stuff like that.
Yeah. And like, it more or less was a long grinding battle that did nothing. And then that's kind of like the last thing that happens before PF1E's like timeline picks up with people actually playing it. And then the Fifth Crusade, which is where Wrath of the Righteous starts, kicks off with a demonic assault on Canabres, which is like a city where one of the like ward stones is. So it's kind of like a big deal that it's being attacked. These ward stones, by the way, are freaking wild. They are not like, it is a ward stone is a minor artifact in the form of a menhir inscribed with runes. It's designed to ward out the demons of the world wound. Its power must be maintained by regular prayers and annual rituals. Huh. So it's like super cool, right? Ward stones are super neat. And they're kind of the only thing. That's the thing with where the world wound is it's kind of just depressing. And the Crusades have only succeeded in preventing things from getting too much worse, but it's all still feels like it's slowly being pushed back on them, right? So that's kind of the backdrop, and that's where Wrath of the Righteous takes place. If you want to get more information without spoiling Wrath of the Righteous, there's a 1E campaign setting you can get on Paizo's website called The World Wound, and it has history, lore, little overviews of places. It has like monsters and character options. It's a dope book, as with all of these books. The timeline on it is also freaking wild. But I like opening. There's a gazetteer that kind of gives an overview of the Crusades and anything, and it has a fun little like in-universe little paragraph here. Heed these rules, you lot. Don't eat anything you didn't bring in with you. Don't drink any water you haven't boiled. Don't touch anything that's growing. Hell, don't touch anything that's dead either. You know what I touch here in the World Wound? Only things that came in with me and haven't left my sight. That's what. That's why I'm still here alive after 5 years on the line, and that's why half of you will be dead by the end of one. If you don't want to be included in the dead half, follow orders, watch your fellows, and keep your eyes sharp, and don't touch anything. Cedric.
No touchy.
This is Cedric Mercadian, Crusader of the Order of the Rising Sun from Mendev. Super dope.
I just like, because like not only was it's everything got twisted, animals, people who lived there long enough. My favorite thing I think I found in this book at a glance was the weather in the world wound.
Yeah.
And you roll your percentage die 81 through 90. Supernatural precipitation, equivalent to hail, but the precipitation is composed of teeth, moaning insects, bits of jagged crystal, arrowheads, frozen eyeballs, or something equally frightening.
Moaning insects.
Weather.
Moaning insects.
Imagine waking up, sticking your hand out of your tent, thunk, thunk.
Or just a hailstorm of eyeballs.
Those are snakes.
Rain in the World Wound tends to be oddly colored, sometimes looking like blood, mucus, or fouler body fluids. But even when the rain appears normal,
Poop?
Yeah.
it smells wrong. The
I'm
stink
sorry.
of rotting flesh.
Poop is not a liquid, and it should not be a liquid.
It could be.
The stink of rotting flesh, rusting metal, and decaying plant matter often suffuses the World Wound's rain, and the water itself, if gathered, can cause sickness as surely as drinking from a tainted river or polluted pool.
There are hazards in every of the major 5 sections, and most of those major 5 sections start off with 2 simple words: bowel worms. It's a bad place to be.
Bowel
It
worms?
actually makes that paragraph you read actually survival in the World Wound is hard because the water will kill you. Anything that grows will kill you. Bowel worms.
Bowel worms.
It is not for level 1 PCs.
Insects are demons. Fungus are demons. Everything is twisted by demon. There's a bestiary, and I think a majority of those things in the bestiary have a human face on them somewhere, and none
I
of
don't
them are
even want
human.
to think about it.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
I have kept mostly quiet because this is not a part of Galarian that interests me at all.
But I will say,
Stay
because
back,
it's
bad.
it's a horrible, horrible place, but I like it because it is the most classic good guys fighting against an evil force you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention, in the adventure path, you get to play with mythic levels, but that's a different thing.
Imagine
entirely.
being, especially in 1E, a paladin or a ranger with the favorite enemy, demon. You will get to be so unbelievably strong
Yes.
in
like
your element.
Drender in Reign of Winter,
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
but more
actually.
high level.
And with mythic powers.
Exactly.
It would be dope. I would love to be able to run Wrath of the Righteous one day. I don't know if I have it within me. I definitely don't while we're running a podcast.
Oh, no.
But what a cool adventure. You start out level 1, you'll end up level 20 with 10 mythic ranks, and you get to fight
Jesus.
hordes of demons.
You get to become so strong you could fight Cthulhu has a stat block of 26 or 7 in this game, and with level 20 mythic rank 10, I think you could fight Cthulhu.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was telling Jacob, if we ever played it, and we played it and we're doing other 1E stuff afterwards, that was canonically afterwards, your characters basically more or less would become minor deities, and you could be worshipped. Drow, this would be the perfect time for you to take your favorite apotheosis feat.
Right? Drow has put their hands in the air.
Victory. There's a World Wound timeline at the back of the book.
Yeah, there is.
A
I
world
do
wound
love
is terrifying.
apotheosis.
And it goes back ways and ways and ways, but all the important stuff happens in the past 120 years.
So I didn't see this timeline when I was.
It's so cool though. Like, and the fact that this exists and hasn't just become like because something like this would be the centerpiece of a lot of other settings. The fact that there's a rift and like it's being contained and it's been like that for like over 100 years, right? Like that would be the focus of an entire campaign setting. But the fact that it can exist and make sense and have other things going on in Galarian is so cool to me, because there's like the whole Crusaders of Mendev that have to keep them in bay, right? But at the same time, the other nations bordering the Worldwound are like Belkson, Orc hordes, and Realm of the Mammoth Lords, mammoth like riding barbarians.
Luckily, the surrounding countries are some of the toughest ones there are.
Yeah. It's
It's
so cool. I just love it so much. But yeah, the Worldwound's great. Highly recommend the 1E book. I will link it as I've been trying to do all the cool stuff we share. And if you can't, you don't want to play 1E, which I understand, and can't get in a Wrath of the Righteous game to experience it in its full glory, there's actually a biddy game, a Bideo game.
A potato.
That's so bad. I need to interrupt
Jesus.
because all I heard was bidet.
Yeah.
Just like
Bidet.
after talking about pee and poop rain.
It's a bidet game.
It's a bidet game with the P range.
Chocolate rain.
But no, like the people who made the Kingmaker RPG for Pathfinder Kingmaker also made a Wrath of the Righteous game. It is using 1E rules, but it's a video game, so it's not like it's a full-on tabletop thing. So if you want to play Wrath of the Righteous, go on ahead. You can play the video game.
Video echo.
Bibio.
Anyways, speaking about demons, we got some demons to purge here in this temple. Or are they demons?
we?
No, they're undead. You know that. And something from another plane.
Demons? The plane. Aha! Centuries before the Starstone was raised. The
Starstone was ways.
The Widow King. Yes, you get war with one another, scarring the land between them into a devastated, unstable magical wasteland.
Into a devastated, unnatural wasteland.
From the glowing ashes of the manor waste, Alkenstar, the city of Smog. A metropolis of airships, skyscrapers, factories, and clockwork wonders. To the world, Alkenstar is the pinnacle of innovation and the nation that faces insurmountable odds.
Insurmountable odds.
On the streets, life in Alkenstar is a non-stop race to stay ahead of the competition. And it is here that a desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast them out.
They are the outlaws of Alkenstar.
Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Outlaws of Alkenstar,
my
Micah's
mind.
angels. Oh, well.
That hurt.
God.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, besides the piss rain, when we last left you guys, you had dealt with the termite Fey Vexigit things that were terrorizing the Nycteras of the Ulfin ship.
A mutated insect, much like the insects in the Worldwound.
Is that a hedgeway?
It's a hedgeway.
There you go.
A connecting hedgeway.
But after you dispatched,
Segway.
them,
That's what
I made a joke about you.
I'm sorry,
Jacob.
but like when I said Segway, I was imagining the vehicle and not the literary term, which
That's called hedgeway.
was based. No, it's. You stop that.
Stop gaslighting my husband.
No.
I love him and he's confused enough.
It's okay, buddy.
he put a ring on his head.
I'm the queen.
But
I don't want to be queen.
after you dispatched the Vexigits and their entourage under the Ulfin ship, you got some loot from it, and then you went and spoke to the queen again, informing her of your work, and she told you a bit about the Cradle of Quartz, which she referred to as the Quartz Temple.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yes. She told you that like the inside was sort of symmetrical, and she kind of guided you, said that her like cousins or whatever were on the left side of it. And she also warned you that there were the living dead inside of the Cradle of Quartz.
Why does her kin live there then?
Faye?
And she also, I think, perhaps more importantly, warns you of a terrible beast from another dimension with eyes that reveal your past, see your present, and destroy your future.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I wonder if it was squid. Maybe we've already killed it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But
But you, she...
second episode energy, guys.
She rewarded you with a magical ring and told you that it would mark you as friends to their relatives in living in the Cradle of Quartz. And so you set out on your way, and towards the late afternoon, early evening, you arrived outside the Cradle of Quartz at a distance, and we showed you some art, which I'll show again to the audience here. This is the Cradle of Quartz. It is in this canyon, and it's just a kind of a sight to behold. I got some flavor text for it if you guys are ready for it.
Ooh.
Ahead, one wall of the curved canyon is carved into an elaborate facade, visible even at a distance. Pillars, circles, and geometric patterns give the impression of an entrance into a giant temple. Towering bronze double doors gleam in the light, surrounded by windows and bas-reliefs depicting the face of the Whisper in bronze. Her visage stares across the desert from above the doors of the Cradle of Quartz. Now, the image I share with you is obviously a more artistic interpretation.
Yes.
This is more if you approach it more directly.
Okay.
But regardless, it's like a beautiful quartz featured structure that casts just gorgeous reflection colored beams across the canyon it's set in. There's crystal outcrop growths everywhere. This is a holy sight.
In the artist's interpretation, it looks like this thing fell from outer space to land there. It does not belong. But I like it because it's made of crystalline, but when you look, you can see gear shapes. You can see gears made of crystal in it.
Crystal gears.
And it's really cool.
It's super dope.
CEWL. Cool.
And at this point, your guide that has taken you here, Paizo, says, I will take my leave.
But Paizo,
Jason Nolman.
there's undead in there. They prey on the innocent as well. Don't you want to go kill them?
The farm is that way.
Thank you. My quarrel is with the bandits of the Mana Waste, not the undead horrors within this temple.
It is the living versus the living. It is the intent to cause harm, not the mindlessness.
I was just trying to get some help. Here, I wrote this. Hand it to my mama when you get to the farm.
I will,
Thank you.
if I go to the farm.
You will.
No, you're going to go to the farm.
You're going to the farm.
They get attacked by... It's your whole shtick.
I know.
It's the one thing that makes you interesting.
The GM is tired of sending people to the farm.
Well, maybe the GM shouldn't give farmable people.
I can farm you.
Farmable people.
Wow.
Farm you.
I can farm you.
Okay.
That letter will not be read. It's just an update from the airship.
Oh, you gave a letter.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Well, Chester told his mom he'd send more often updates so there wouldn't be such a wide range of emotion in one letter.
This is the one talking about his engagement to Saikir.
This is not.
Oh my god. So I gotta say,
That's what you think.
I have a fun and awesome
Swapped
map
out.
to take you to. Are you guys
I am
done?
excited about this map.
I have more, but go on.
Yes.
Before I take you to this really cool map that I'm super stoked about, we have some brief things to cover about what happened in between episodes, which is you guys leveled up, and you hit a very important level.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about some of the cool things you got that you're willing to share?
No.
Lucky level 7.
Yeah.
Level 7 brought Eleanor the choice ability of evasion.
Oh.
So anytime she succeeds on a reflex save, it is a critical success instead.
Oh. That's
Beautiful,
delightful.
beautiful, beautiful.
Don't you get knocked to expert on a lot of your stuff?
I am.
No, because they were already expert.
Oh.
Eleanor's already expert. The only one who got, well, that's more of a Saikir thing, but everybody that's not a spellcaster gets expert, trained in class stuff later on.
I see.
9 or 11, I believe.
I'm expert in.
Weapons.
Yeah, I'm a master in reflexes now.
What you got, I think, was weapon not expertise, but weapon specialization.
But Eleanor already got expert proficiency for simple and martial weapons at level 5.
I've had that.
Yeah, never mind. Cool. You did get weapon specialization as well, it looks like.
So yeah, my static damage is now a little higher.
An additional +2.
Spicy. Psycheria, anything cool you want to share from level 7?
No.
Because I know some of the things you took.
Nah.
No.
Do you want them to just come up in combat?
I think that would be better.
They
That
like
is
secrets.
Chester Williams.
Chester got, he's master in perception. The 2 classes that get fastest progression in perception are investigator and rogue. So Chester got master in perception, which is his level +6 plus wisdom. And then Chester also got like skill feat, skill increase. He also got weapon specialization.
I gotcha.
And honestly, I think that was the biggest stuff.
That's pretty cool, though. So someone else leveled up that's in your sort of party right now, and that's Usuvu.
Usuvu!
Usuvu was a level behind you guys.
Lovely MVP.
So I said 2 levels behind would be a recipe for death, and I had her level up, but she is an NPC, so she doesn't have levels.
And it's different.
The same way. She has a creature level, but that works completely differently. And it took me a while to figure out, but once I figured it out, it was actually really simple. And that is, player character options mean nothing.
Yeah.
You can build an NPC as a player character and just use the same rules if you want, but that's just a lot more work. NPCs, basically, you just pick the numbers from the chart, whether you want it high or low, and every level, stuff goes up by 1, typically. But I wanted to do something cool with Usuvu. Instead of just having all her numbers go up by 1. I wanted to actually like give her some stuff, and I hemmed and hawed for a long time about what to do. I wanted to basically let her get some class abilities. And so for context, she has +4 dex and +4 strength.
Ooh.
Those are her 2 best ability scores.
Wow.
And so I thought long and hard about what to do, and I settled on Gunslinger.
Oh, shit.
Lovely.
So she's already a Tomb Raider with Trick Attack. And I went with Way of the Drifter, which lets me fight with a gun or hand crossbow, which she has in one hand.
That's nice.
And
in the other hand, it's Usuvu's bare fist with the steel chair.
and a kukri in the other.
Give him the chair. Give him the chair, Usuvu.
That chair would be as big as the halfling.
So
No.
The way this works is, at least especially in Foundry, is I just literally make sure that anything that went to like expert or whatever from being gunslinger is counted in, if it's not already. And then I just drag those actions directly on the sheet. So I got a new passive ability called Sword and Pistol, which is going to be my kukri and my hand crossbow. I'm comfortable wielding a one-handed firearm or a firearm or crossbow one hand and a melee weapon in the other.
Ayo.
And I can combine the melee attacks with shots from the firearm or crossbow in this case. So basically, if I successfully hit a ranged strike on an enemy within my reach, I can make them flat-footed to my melee attack.
Ooh.
And that's just a passive.
Now, is her weapon, her melee weapon, striking +1?
Not yet.
Because we just got 2 single-handed striking +1 weapons.
It is agile, though, and I think the agile is going to be a little bit more important for me.
I believe the light pick might also be agile.
Ooh, you're right. But so that's the actions I got with this is I have a free action into the fray, which is I can interact to draw my one-handed ranged weapon and then interact to draw my one-handed melee weapon as my first action on my turn, and I can stride as a free action. I can basically get stuff out faster.
I do have a question.
Yes.
She's a gunslinger, but she's a crossbow gunslinger.
Yeah, gunslinger covers crossbow stuff.
Okay, just double checking because our audience might not entirely realize that gunslinger also covers crossbows.
Yeah. That way, if you're playing in a campaign that doesn't have firearms, it can still be equally viable.
And the cool action I got from Gunslinger is Reloading Strike. Requirements, you're wielding a firearm or crossbow in one hand and your other hand wields a one-handed melee weapon or is empty. You make a melee attack and then reload your gun in one fluid motion. Strike an opponent within one reach with your one-handed melee weapon. Basically, I can use this one action to attack with my melee weapon and reload for free. So Asuvu, I thought about this a lot. So Asuvu's turn is going to be one action trick attack. Next action, strike with the hand crossbow, which will make it flat-footed to my melee attack. Third action, reloading strike to hit with my kukri, and then reload the crossbow. So I'll get 2 attacks, and then the second one's against a flat-footed enemy.
Would she like the light pick?
She might.
It's a D4, but it's striking, so it's 2D4. Plus 1 striking.
And it's +1?
Yeah.
Is it agile?
Yes. Light picks are agile.
Usuva would look so cool with a pick as
she can give it back whenever we part ways, because it's worth money. But she can have it for now.
Sure, I'll put it on their sheet.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Make it the NPCs more powerful.
Goddamn.
I mean, am I not right that the aesthetic of Isuvu as an archaeologist with a pick is kind of a cool idea?
That is yeah. You know what? Whenever
That is a really good
Whenever she
aesthetic.
leaves,
You're not wrong.
We'll take her kukri and just put the runes on it so she can keep the light pick.
Lol. Well, god damn. Yeah, that's just better in every single way. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome. I love making you fight even better against yourself.
Boy, do you. Well, with that out of the way, why don't I take you to the map of the entrance of this place?
Map.
Oh, that's a sick little, I love the fact that I cannot see anything else. It makes me feel very enclosed.
We should be able to see all through the outside of it, right?
The door.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
The
can't
door.
place you any further away than this because of how big this map is, so bear with me.
Shit.
Let me describe what you see as you come up to the front here. A wide paved road covered by blown sand leads to a 2-level platform set before the temple's entrance. A stone shelf above the entry provides shade. The double door is 10 feet tall and made of weather-beaten bronze. The walls surrounding the bronze portal are inscribed with an intricate network of gears that circle the doorway and cover most of the visible surface. Massive crystalline spears of ice blue quartz
so sick.
jut from the surrounding cliffs, and several window shafts cut into the face of the cliff and show only darkness beyond. However, as you approach this, I apologize.
Fight right off the bat?
Before you, there's a gaggle of beasts, and I apologize that I can't put you further out because I know that how you typically like to handle these things. But you see 4 of these horrifying chicken bewinged lizard things, and they look like this. Check your foundry.
Cockatrices?
Bewinged chickens.
It's like a fat chicken dinosaur.
Nice cockatrice, bro.
Get ready to roll initiative
Nice cockatrice,
because you're
bro.
fighting penis birds.
Stupid penis bird.
Brings me back to season 2.
With as many as there are, I am not going to roll after. I'm not going to go after you.
All right, go ahead and roll me initiative, guys.
Oh, you ready for this?
And I got better initiative now.
Oh, why? I mean, I got a great initiative, but I would have rather had that in combat.
I mean,
What's your initiative, Chester?
I rolled a natural 20 for a total of 38.
Oh,
holy
baby.
shit.
My perception, because I have an eagle eye elixir on, plus my improved initiative,
That's
is
incredible.
18.
It looks like Psyche, you rolled
Yep,
22.
I rolled an 11. My initiative is plus 11, so I got a 22.
Baby. Eleanor, are you rolling initiative?
Yes, Eleanor is rolling initiative. Too many
That
creatures
was
for
entirely middling.
after you. I have incredible initiative now as well. So my initiative is better when I choose to take it. And I rolled a 27 total.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I rolled a natty 14. I'm very pleased.
Sweet. Cool. It is going to be
I wonder who.
Chester's
top
turn.
of round 1. Who could be going first is Chester Williams. Chester, you see these things, you don't really know what they are, but as you guys approach and get a good look at it, one of them turns to look at you and goes,
Wow, these are reminiscent of, well, I can't say, not in decent company.
penis bird.
Chester's going to devise a stratagem
Look at those dicks.
and recall knowledge at the same time.
Look at them cocks.
That's
Look at this cockatrice.
not great. All right, so what am I rolling for the recall knowledge?
For the recall knowledge, you will be rolling Arcana or Nature.
All right, okay, I can play with
Oh.
Arcana. 9 plus 13 is 22
Okay.
for recall knowledge.
Yeah, you know that these are cockatrices. Creature 4. Not a lot going on.
Weaknesses?
None.
Resistances?
None.
Poison.
No.
What is special about them?
So they have this ability. They have dark vision.
Thank you.
They do have a fun ability called Clarification. A peck from a cockatrice hardens the flesh of the creature struck. The target must succeed.
Question, Derek.
Yeah?
Is it clarification or calcification?
Oh,
It happened to me now.
Sorry.
It's calcification.
I love you.
I'm so tired.
Oh no.
It's
It's
calcification.
okay.
Can you clarify that for
We
me?
still care.
Nice calcification, bro. You make
Nice
a fortitude
calc, bro.
save or become slowed.
So that's their flavor of petrification for these things.
Further failed saves against clarification. Oh, what I mean, calcification.
I'm sorry.
I can see clearly now.
Increases the slow condition once you are reduced to 0 actions by slowed, which that's how slowed works. Then you become petrified.
What?
Oh.
Oh. And is this like a poison or a venom?
Incapacitation.
Or
His traits are incapacitation, primal, and transmutation.
and do we get a save for this?
Yes.
What
What
type
type?
of save?
Fortitude.
And it's not like a disease or.
No.
Dang it! All right.
So there's nothing I can
That's
do.
all my good options. Chester will relay this knowledge and say, "Watch out! They hurt, and they if they get you enough, they'll make you slow and then make you stone.
They'll get you stoned.
They'll make you rock hard.
What?
Oh, hard as rock.
What?
They'll make you into rock.
I want to rock.
These creatures
not
will
like
make
them.
you so erect.
I hate all of you with a passion I do not need to describe on air.
And Chester.
It's okay, Owen.
I ate you all.
Well, we know Owen
Got
definitely ate Brick.
What are you doing?
Chester's gonna drink a Drakenheart mutagen. Pull it out and drink it.
Fucking go.
Okay.
Increase that AC to a nice, healthy. That's good.
Okay. It's Isuvu's turn. Isuvu has new cool shit to do. And let's see here. Unfortunately, she's still hindered by her paltry 25-foot movement speed. So she's going to spend 2 actions to get over here.
Poultry?
Poultry?
Poultry movement speed. That's what you said.
Oh, you shut
Poultry.
up. 2 actions, and then
Jesus.
she's going to strike.
What? What? Is she stupid? Why is she charging at the middle of the enemy?
You got a flank, bro.
I mean, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah,
Melee's character's got a melee.
And she's going to use her free action into the fray
Isuvu, don't.
to draw her hand crossbow in one hand and her light pick in the offhand. I don't think there's any rules for fighting with your offhand in this game, is there?
Don't believe so.
That's
I've not
so
seen them.
Nice.
Oh, don't forget to give yourself that +1 from the pick. More so than your normal stuff.
I added the item. And I will attack with my light pick in my other hand.
Sick.
No trick
Nasty.
attack funds, but just an attack at now +17.
Oh,
Not
How
a
is her attack higher than mine?
NPC nonsense.
It's NPC nonsense. It's just
No wonder she's better than us.
It's literally when you're level 1 and you fight a goblin, most goblins will have a +8 to hit. And you'll have a +7.
yeah. But like I don't have a ton of fun actions to give me more damage and effects. I'm just got numbers.
You don't need it. You have sneak attack.
But I missed with my light pick. I rolled a total of a dirty 20 because I got a natural 3 on
Dirty, nasty 20.
that. Yeah, +17. But it was cool because I can draw my stuff, double move, and attack. That's Usuvu's turn. It is now Eleanor's turn.
Oh, it's also because she was using the light pick. It's a +1 weapon, which
I
we all
have a
have those as well.
+1 weapon.
Yeah, I think hers is. Well, what's the bonuses come from? 6 plus expert is 10, right?
It's NPC nonsense because I also
Plus
have a
4
+16 to hit.
dex is 14, plus 1 would be 15, and then it's just NPC extra plus
Well,
2.
all that aside, Eleanor is going to sprint up there
Oh,
Oh,
and
damn it. Do
roll for tumble through, but she wants to land where she is.
All right.
And I'm assuming that since Usuvu had to draw, I have to draw as well.
I had to draw, because you guys were adventuring coming up here.
All right, I shall do that too.
I got one off as my free action thing.
36 acrobatics.
To tumble through?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of ticked that wasn't my roll for attack.
I know, right?
So this thing's already flat-footed because you're flanking it.
I wanted panache.
And you want panache. You now have panache.
Everything is awful.
Everything is going pretty.
You still might have hit. They're weaker than us.
They are weak.
21 to hit.
21?
Flanked.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I can hit with a natural 5.
They're CR4.
Okay.
We're level 7.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to complain that I hit. I ain't complaining. Let's do
Have
this.
hit without being flat-footed?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Barely, but it would have.
Nice.
All right. And I drew, so this is going to be my last action.
Yep.
10, 13 plus 4, not 2, is 17 damage.
17
And now
damage.
I no longer have
Nice.
panache.
Damn.
Dial.
All right, I've taken my 17
Boy,
damage.
she thick. She thick.
Boy.
Now we have a whole bunch of penis birds to go through. First one to act is going to be this one. Going to try and flank Eleanor with its buddy.
Boo.
And
is
it's
just-
attacking me, right?
Yeah, the flanking game.
Then I shall use Nimble Dodge.
Okay, good call. Attack with my beak.
No playing around when it comes to
Oh, man.
Oh.
Using Nimble Dodge is a good call because my attack bonus, but I rolled a natural
It's okay.
one.
I'm good. I needed to not get hit with the petrify thing.
You're correct. And then my next attack at my map is going to be a total of 14.
Disgusting. Look at
That's
that.
it, right?
Natural 4, and
You
that's
should
all I can do.
Feel horrible for
I
that.
do. Unfortunately, I have more penis birds to play.
Penis
Oh,
bird.
yeah.
Penis bird. Penis bird. Penis.
If someone could
bird.
kill the one flanking me, that would be greatly appreciated.
This one's going to move over
Which one?
here and attack Eleanor as well.
Jeez.
We got 4 of these guys. So first attack is going to be a 21, which will
Misses.
miss. The second attack,
By the way, my armor class is higher now.
23, which will also
Still
miss.
misses because I'm not flanked to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And then this next one's going to flank Usuvu and attack. So we got another flanking conga line set up here.
So are these small or medium? They look small.
They're small. You notice their token doesn't take up the whole
Yeah.
square. Okay, 2 attacks.
Oh.
I got a
Did they hit with the 26?
26 on the first one and then a 20. 26 will hit Usuvu and it will do 3 points of damage. Thanks, Book 2.
But she's got to roll.
I do have to roll a
Come on,
fortitude
Usuvu.
save. You're right. Let's get that going. Natty 5. It's a total of 16. So that means my calcification
I'm sorry.
is going to make me slowed 1.
Just had to ask.
Which sucks because slowed is basically it's like the spell. That's the whole condition that the spell will cause in this game. Slowed, if you're curious out there, audience, when you regain your actions at the start of your turn, reduce the number of actions by your slowed value. You don't lose actions immediately if slowed during your turn. So I'm slowed 1. When Usuvu's turn comes back around, I'm only going to have 2 actions.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Which is brutal.
The Suva
Brooks
could do good with
Magoots.
that, though.
Yeah, I could be fine, but still, that's brutal. Okay, that's the first 3 penis birds. It is now Psycheer's turn.
I am
Yeah, 3 of
30
them.
feet away.
3 of them are in real good shouting range.
I don't care if you hit me. Destroy these things.
What I am going to do instead is I'm going to spend 1 focus pool point to lifelink with Eleanor.
Oh, and that heightens, especially because you've just got new spell levels, and you could make it so that they don't take any damage. Which, if they don't take damage, they won't get slowed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dope.
Saikir, Eleanor's best friend.
And then that is only one thing. For the other 2 actions I have, I'm going to cast Forbidding Ward.
Forbidding Ward on Eleanor?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you
Sweet.
still have it on your thing, but you'll get a +1 to your AC and saves, I think.
Oh, you haven't used Forbidding Ward in a while.
Banana.
I love it. Thank you.
So if you
So-
take less than 5 damage, you won't be slowed.
And this is also the first time you've used your focus stuff in a while, so this will take you up to Moderate Curse, right? Or no, you haven't used it today,
I
so it'll
haven't
take you
used it
to your
today, no.
Minor Curse.
Yep.
Sweet. Cool beans.
Minor curse.
Did you salute?
I did.
That's so dumb.
I know.
Okay.
Major Curse.
Major curse.
Cockatrice's first attack is going to
Moderate
be on Eleanor.
General Curse, sir.
Hold on. How do I add the spell adjustment?
Lieutenant Curse, you didn't blind nobody.
I got it now.
Automatically heighten.
It does, but it doesn't heighten at 4th level. It heightens at 3rd, 6th, and 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just making sure. Did you get hurt at all, Eleanor?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
And you're... Yeah,
Wait, you can target 2 creatures other than you if you wanted to do her and...
I will do a Suvu too then.
Oh, hot
and
dog.
Moist Critical.
Moist critical. Hotted dog.
Hotted of all dogs.
Just not hot dog water.
Hey.
8.
Hot
And
dog
this is
water was
going to
delightful.
be...
The character's delightful. The substance is not.
Is this lifelink that you can do 2 on, or
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Look at it. Heightened. You can do it on 2 creatures other than you.
Heightened. The status bonus increases.
Oh, we're already healed up, though.
Not
Oh, no.
Usuvu.
Usuvu just
took-
got a hit.
Yeah, like a small amount of damage.
Okay,
but
so
still
lifelink
damage.
does that. Cool. And then Forbidding Ward.
Yes, Forbidding Ward.
I'm going to drag this onto Eleanor. Oh, I see. That one doesn't heighten as much, but you'll still get the +1s. Cool. All right. I already rolled this guy's attack. He attacked Eleanor. He got a total of 30 with a natural 15. So that's just going to be a regular hit. So let's roll damage, Eleanor. If I don't... What is the lifelink?
5.
5? All right. So if I don't roll above 5, Eleanor will take no damage.
Oh,
but I do. Okay, so you take 3 points of damage, Eleanor. Psyche will take 5. Eleanor, make me a Fortitude save, keeping in mind, if it's not already checked on, that you'll have a bonus from Forbidding Ward.
He rolled 8 damage.
I think.
I checked on Forbidding Ward, so I do have a bonus.
Cool.
Let's roll this. Plus 15, because I'm an expert in fortitude. Natty 16.
Oh, baby, you're
That's a
fine.
31.
No slowed for you. All right, cool.
Thank you, Saikir, for the damage decreasing.
Top of a new round. It's Chester Williams' turn.
Chester is going to devise a stratagem and at the same time do recall knowledge on the off chance you get critical.
Do you want to be nice?
Don't worry about it. I mean, what was it, Arcana? I doubt I'll learn anything new, but it will make a difference if I can keep going. Would an 18 knowledge check, if I hadn't already known everything important, make me learn something new?
No.
Okay, so it wouldn't be considered a success. Good to know. I did get a 5 on my 2-hit die with devise a stratagem is enough to hit these things as soon as I click it on.
The perfect class for Jacob. The metagame
The
class.
metagame class.
Listen, nothing's better than knowing you won't hit and not having to swing, even if it costs an action. The real question is how
What you gonna
far
hit
away?
with? And if you're gonna hit something, hit the one that's creating the conga line.
I know, unfortunately, because that would end up splashing both you and Usuvu.
Oh, bomb. Never mind. I thought you were gonna
But
shoot.
I was doing that one. No, I was doing that one, which will splash onto 2 other cockatrices.
beautiful.
But I do have to move closer
I'll
first.
accept the splash damage. No worries.
So I'll go
Devise
there.
a stratagem.
Move.
And then throw.
And then throw. And I am going to throw a... I don't know. Let's go with a good old bottle of Lyserium Moderate.
Hey, good old Lyserium.
And so that's going to be 2d8 plus 2 plus 2d6.
And the splash damage isn't something we can
What's
avoid.
the total to hit?
21.
Oh, that's a hit exactly.
Yep. I knew that. It is 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 2. Splash is 22 against that one.
Okay.
And 2 to everybody else there. Which would
Including
be
me.
Eglinor and the other 2 cockatrices.
Lenore.
Now,
Okay.
I can't avoid that, right?
Allegor.
Allegory.
You
Wait,
cannot.
2? That would mean Saikir would take it, right?
No, yes.
Yeah, you're right.
You are correct.
Sorry, Saikir.
Chester throws the bomb and smells burnt hair from behind him.
Okay, who's the fireball creator now? That's your turn. It's now Usuvu's turn. Usuvu is slowed 1 and can only take 2 actions. Usuvu is going to focus her attention on the one she's flanking with Eleanor. And she's going
Smart.
to do trick attack, light pick attack on that flanked one. Oh, baby.
She hit.
Baby.
Natural 10 for a total of 27. Not going to be a critical, but that will hit for a total of 17 points of damage. Man, that light pick and the striking are coming in clutch.
It is nice.
You are also on fire.
Oh, the chicken?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Gonna be fried chicken soon.
Oh, you might be. Yep. A roasted bird. Let me check on my condition on fire. How much fire?
And it would be fried chicken.
2 every round.
Just 2?
Because there's bone.
What's it? Oh, what's the GCP thing? Snake. Oh,
Birdman.
Birdman, snake, penis.
penis.
All right. So that's all Usuvu can do. Just 2 actions, unfortunately. And after that, it's going to be Eleanor's turn.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Eleanor.
Eleanor's gonna roll to tumble through, even though it's already flat-footed.
Sure.
She's just getting panache right now. Natty 18. Why could that not have been for
baby.
attack?
You will get your panache. I sense a pattern.
Yeah.
You need 2 things to happen, and both of them require die rolls.
It's a pattern I've watched happen in classes with double die rolls to get good attacks.
Yeah.
But I rolled another natty 16.
Oh, baby.
So that is a 32 to hit.
That'll be a critical hit.
Ooh.
Time to nuke this cock.
Alrighty then. So, critical hit is
Time to rock that
2d6
cock.
plus my
Patrice.
3d6. Make sure it's still 3.
Plus your static.
Yes, plus my static, plus the deadly d8.
After that, yeah. So go roll everything but the d8, and then we'll double it.
I double the static, right?
Yes.
Oh, come on, dice. 2 1s, plus 10, 12 damage, plus 4 is 16.
Doubled is 32.
Doubled is 32, plus the d8 of deadly, which is 6, 38 damage.
38 damage. I invite you to describe your kill as you destroy this thing.
So I stab it through the neck, and when I pull the rapier back out, I decapitate it.
Yeah. Fantasy rapier.
It's super dead.
You
All right.
rip its head off with the pullback.
So that was 1 action
You're like-
to tumble through, 1 action to strike. You have 1 action remaining.
What? How?
It's like you pulled it out so
it's
fast.
fine.
It's like a little sonic boom happened in its neck hole.
Oh, it's like the anime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a second rain boom.
Oh my god. So what do you want to do with your last action?
I can't attack now that I've done a finisher, so I'm going to raise my buckler.
Sick.
Ooh.
All right. Sick nasty. Speaking of raised buckler, this one's going to
Wait.
attack you. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I can't move to flank with Usuvu as I'm at, so I will raise my buckler.
Yeah, the one that Usuvu's the one that's within melee range of Usuvu is against the wall. So.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that. Buckler raised. This one adjacent to you, Eleanor, is going to attack you. Shmammity meh. Natural 4.
I'm so glad I didn't use my nimble dodge.
Nimble dodge.
Good bird.
This one's
Wait,
suddenly
natural 4. What it was exactly? Derek?
19 total.
Is that a critical thing?
No, I don't think so.
8. It has to be an 18 to be a critical failure.
Oh, baby.
Oh, if you hadn't, that would have taken away your
This
reaction.
one's going
though.
to take a hint and 5-foot step using a move action to flank Eleanor, taking your AC down.
Now she's going to use nimble dodge.
Well,
it
I would have to
attacks.
roll with my multiple attack penalty.
Never
so
mind.
The penalty to your AC is going to be a lot less than the penalty I'm taking to hit you. But I did roll pretty good, but it's still going to be a miss. Total of 21.
I have not used my reaction, so I still have it. A total of 21 is not a critical.
Okay.
I am trying so hard to get opportune riposte to
I
work
know.
again.
All right, but this one is going to attack at you while you're flanked with a full bonus. The other one flanking you is on fire. We will deal with that at the end of its turn. Here comes the attack. Oh, 33.
That hits. And it
Okay.
would have hit with nimble dodge anyway.
So that's a good call. 8 is going to be 3 points of damage to you, 5 to Psycheer. I'm going to need you to roll a fortitude save, and you'll have the bonus.
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Foundry applied the persistent damage. Was it that one was the one that was going?
Oh, no, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Fortitude of 25, by the way.
25?
Yes,
Oh,
total
you're
of 25.
Fine. I'm just going to take 2 more attacks here. One of them is probably going to be the end of my life.
Oh.
Ooh, natural 19. Okay, that's a hit. More damage here. It's just a D8, bro. All of it goes to Psycheer, so no fortitude save required. That's 4 damage for you, Psycheer. Last attack at -10. 23. Wow.
Man, I cannot get opportune repose to happen.
My digital dice are just
I mean,
evil.
it's still a miss.
Oh, it's a
18
miss.
on the
but
die is a miss.
We're lamenting that it's not a critical
Yeah.
miss.
I want a critical miss so I can riposte.
Yeah, okay.
Or is it riposte? I don't know.
That's whatever you want it to be.
It depends on how much of a dick you want to be about it.
Well, I want to be not one.
Oh, there's the persistent damage.
Well, I'll be a cock about it because this cockatrice is going to attack a Sufu.
Is it not dead? Did the 2 extra damage not kill it?
No.
Do your flat check.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My recovery check. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh, boo.
I do recover.
Boo.
And now that I've recovered, this other one's going to attack a Suvu. Here comes the smack.
Do. Oh.
It's gotta fail.
That's going to hit.
Oh, no.
23 is a hit?
Yeah,
Even with
Suvu-
the ward?
Forbidding ward?
Does a Suvu have Forbidding Ward? I thought it was
Oh no,
lifelink.
shit, that's lifelink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lifelink.
Unfortunately, one of the things Asuvu is not good at is armor class. So that's a
Okay.
hit by 1. Asuvu has an AC of 22.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that is going to be 7 points
Oof.
of damage, and she'll have to make another save. Fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Slowed 1.
I'm now
Slowed
slowed
two?
2.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Get
But
Hey,
Usuvi out of there.
how
No.
many are there?
how did she... This is the second time she got hit this round?
She already
No.
was slowed one.
Because you had your turn since then.
No, this is a different one. This is my first attack.
Well, I'm saying your slowed 1 should have disappeared. It goes away after it gets expended. Because she's had her turn where she lost an action, right? That's why there's no time limit on it. Once slowed 1 is passed, you're no longer slowed.
Oh, I see.
Or else this would be a lot more dangerous of a fight. Basically, she has to get hit and fail 3 times before her turn for Return to
I
Stone.
see. Thank you, Jacob. Well, I will just stay slowed 1.
Jacob's over
until
there
I
doing a
get
victory
hit
dance.
with yet another attack. Second attack is going to miss. Second attack was a total of 19. A third attack will be a total of 14, which super duper misses. There's the numbers you were fishing for, Eleanor.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end of that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Psyche, it's your turn.
Okay, so what does sustained mean
For
in terms of
spells,
spells? Yes.
You have to spend an action to sustain the spell.
it's like concentrate.
Okay.
Right?
That's kind of what I
Is this
thought.
right?
Yeah. Sustain a spell is an action.
I am going to sustain my FW,
Forbidden Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
and then on whatever cockatrice, I'm going to cast Painful Vibrations.
Oh?
Painful vibrations.
Painful vibrations. Is this new?
Yes,
Which one would you like it to be?
That one is already hurt.
that one's already hurt.
That's the one that got Kentucky Fried.
It is.
I will do the one that's next to Asuvu because she seems to be struggling the most.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a fortitude save?
Yes.
Okay. And you're now an expert in your spellcasting DC. Oh my god.
Stupid crit.
What is it?
Damn it, I forgot that we weren't doing that with bottle caps.
Yeah, that's not how it works in the system. God damn it, that sucks.
Anyways, I'm quitting.
Man, all right,
It
so that's a
happens.
natural 20 for a critical success, so I just take no damage.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh well.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
If it weren't for the natural 20.
That was a level 4 spell.
And that's the only
Yeah.
one I get today. Oh wait, hang
But
on.
You might have...
Oh yeah, by the way, yeah. Roll your explodey boy die.
Did you do bad?
That was
What'd
a
you get?
7, right?
I thought it was a 1.
No, that
No.
looked like a 7.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. So no
Yes, that
wellspring
was the
surges.
7.
Cool. Wow, that almost went real bad, real
No,
fast.
no boom.
Well, unfortunately, you don't get to use your bad vibes on this thing. That sucks, but that's your turn. That's going to be end of round 2, top of round 3. Chester Williams.
Really? Chester Williams is not. I take it back. He's going to devise a stratagem.
Yes, Drow?
Can I get my spell back since I rolled it after I cast it?
Oh, yeah, you made it. Is that the only spell you have expended?
Yeah.
The only one?
The whole day, including the neck.
What did you use against the
Vegemites?
So I did expend. I have a second spent, a third spent, and now my fourth spent. You want
All
to
right.
roll?
Yeah, I'm going to roll a d6.
Okay.
You will get your fourth back.
Sweet. Left it up to the dice. That's fair.
There you go. Oh. What did you get when you devised your stratagem?
17 on the die,
Beautiful.
which when he drops his whip and draws his musket, plus 16 will be 33.
That'll be a critical hit.
It sure will be.
Which one? The one attacking Usuvu or the one flanking me?
Oh, the one flanking you, the one he already Kentucky fried. He's going to... no, you know what? He's going to attack a different one. He's going to go after this one.
Okay.
Spread the damage.
Because I think this has the potential to maybe do enough damage to kill it. That is 2d10 plus 2d6 plus 2 times 2
Do you
plus
get
a d10.
Another one for deadly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no.
On my d10s is a 9 and a 10.
Oh,
Nice.
Plus a 6
God. Oh, God.
is 25 plus a 2 is
27.
27.
plus an additional 2 because of my weapon
29.
stuff is 29 times 2
There's 58.
plus 2 for an even 60.
They have 60 hit points total.
You could have one-shot it.
Oh, I did one shot it.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's not been hit at all?
No, it had been hit by splash damage.
Oh, well
But
then.
still, you could have one-shot it.
I put the gun to I'm right beside it. I put the gun to the back of its head and just splatter its brains on the ground.
I ain't the first
On
time
the
I had
ground?
to butcher a bird.
You mean on Eleanor's shoes?
No, he's diagonal, so it's more likely going to Usuvu.
Oh, yeah. It hits Asuvu in the face.
She's not looking. It's the back of her head.
Okay.
You shoot a Suvu in the back of the head?
No!
We like Usuvu.
Are you ready to meet God?
This ain't the first thing I had to put down on the farm.
Got that right.
Here's my chicken paw. I'll do it. Okay.
Christ.
It's Usufu's turn. Oh, look. It's already keeping track of my slow John. Cool. It is going to be my turn. I'm going to trick attack, stab with the pick at this stupid little
Do you have
chicken
to move
fiend.
for that?
No, it's adjacent to me.
Oh, the one that you're
Oh, and I rolled
Yes!
a natural 18 for a total of 35, which would be a critical hit.
That's
Sick.
nice.
Okay.
Even without trick attack, it's going to be good.
Oh, fatal D10. Hot
Ooh.
10 dog.
Oh, baby. That's going to be 44 points of damage. God.
Oh, you gotta love critting with sneak. And that plus
pick
4 to
has a
strength
deadly, doesn't it?
really helps.
Yeah. God damn.
God damn.
God damn. Okay.
I hope we can keep Usuvu with us forever.
Yeah, right.
Getting rid of her is going to be the worst.
Okay, that's her turn with only 2 actions, and then she
Or
should
rather,
go
losing
back
her.
to. You say she'll go back to slowed 0?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I am positive.
Are you
That
sure
is-
about that?
That is how slowed works because there's no time limit on it. It is expended when it is used. It's like fear, but like even more so.
But it doesn't say that. Frighten does.
But is there a time limit on it? It's not forever. Look at slow.
But slow is like a spell. Yeah, because slow has a duration.
Oh,
Yeah, it has a duration.
What effect does she get?
The condition is slowed. The spell when you get slowed has a duration with it, right? So let me look at calcification, which is not clarification.
I'm sorry.
I really thought it worked that way. Like I might be wrong, but I really, really thought it worked that way. So the spell has a time limit.
Yes. It says slowed blah for however much time.
Well, in that case, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't. This.
Hey, is Usuvu dead?
No. But this thing
yet.
doesn't have a time limit listed in its calcification ability, but I would just assume it's a combat kind of thing.
So if Usuvu is really slowed too, then she needs to spend her only action getting out of there.
Well, it's too bad because she just beat the shit out of this thing with a critical. I'm just gonna not go to slowed 2 because that's too much undoing. Eleanor, it is your turn. You have 1 cockatrice adjacent to you, and you have the other one next to Asuvu. What would you like to do?
I can tell Usuvu's in a bad way, right?
Like she's taking some hits. She's not that hurt, but she is moving slowly.
I'm going to move up and attack the one that's on her.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a tumble through as part of my movement action. 20?
Total?
Yeah, I only rolled a 2.
It's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Okay, well then I will just attack normally without panache.
Okay.
I might have gotten it mixed up with stupefied or stunned.
So what was your total to hit?
My total to hit was a 25.
That'll hit.
Okay, so regular old damage, no precision. Oh, come on! Total minimum damage for 6.
Okay. All of it will, of course, go through. It's a good hit.
And I have one attack left, or one action left. I'm going to attack again.
Go for it.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. No, it doesn't, because this one's not flat-footed, unfortunately.
Okay.
So that will miss. Barely. That'll be your turn. Cockatrice number blah is going to flank Asuvu.
No, I'm over here. Come over here.
Easy target.
Stop.
What you get when you make me fight myself. So let's roll this attack. 21 will miss. Ooh, nope, it'll hit because of the flat-footed. Uh-oh.
I tried to kill the one.
5 damage. Do you have lifelink on Asuvu?
Yes.
I do, yes.
Right, so you'll take 5 damage.
And doesn't
Good
have to make the
usage.
save.
No save required. Arf. This last attack is going to be -5 for my map. It's the map. I rolled a 14 total. Okay, so that's its turn. Then it's the last most cockatrice, who is also flanking Asuvu.
I should attack Eleanor because Eleanor hit it.
Eleanor's right there.
But Asuvu also criticaled this thing. First attack on Asuvu. I got 3 attacks. Natural 1. You look
I don't want Asuvu to become a statue.
Second attack on Asuvu.
Like, her voice is all charm.
20 will hit exactly. Let's roll some damage. Ooh, 8, so 3 will get through to Asuvu.
I only take the first one, the first attack.
Oh, so all
Yeah.
8 will get through. I gotcha.
Wait, a 20 hit? Oh, calls flank.
Because flanked. That will take me down 8 points of damage. I have to make another fortitude save for go to slowed 3. I will go, or slowed 2. I will go to slowed 2. Because I rolled a total of 15. Let me increase my slowed value to 2. Uh-oh. Last attack will be on Eleanor. Because I haven't moved. And of course, I rolled a natural 17 against Eleanor, which will miss with a total of 22, but won't critically miss.
Trigger the opportune riposte.
I know. All right, Psyche, your turn. Last in the round here. There are 2 left. They're both flanking Asuvu. One is very clearly visible to you.
I'm going to use Painful Vibrations.
Rattle his bones.
Okay.
It's like Bone Shaker from 1E.
And you're going to spend 1 action to sustain lifelink.
Lifelink,
Or
I
is it
don't
Forbidding
think
Ward?
needs
It's Forbidding Ward.
sustained.
Forbidding Ward. Okay.
If you want to get rid of my forbidding ward, it's okay
I
with me.
think that the one if I had to pick, it would have been one of the ones that was already dead.
You're
TBH.
right. Okay. So you don't need to sustain. I rolled a 12 for a total of 22, which will
That's
be a
a fail.
failure.
Your DC has gone up so much now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 25 now.
Oh,
Oh,
look
baby.
at
was
all this
8d6
sonic damage.
Baby.
Whoa.
and
Yeah, dude.
2 were 6s.
You're ready to destroy some crystalline
And
beast.
it's sickened 1.
It's dead.
Failure. The target takes full damage, is sickened 1, and is deafened for 1 round. So sickened,
It's not dead.
deafened. It's not dead, but boy howdy, that hurt a lot.
That's 2.
Yeah, you have 1 left.
I'm going to get there
Flank.
to flank.
Sick, nasty. And you have your shield out still, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Whoa.
But I don't have it raised.
But you still have your hand, which you can unarmed attack as a cat person.
I never realized that when you're sickened, you cannot willingly ingest anything elixir or potion-like.
Yep. Okay, so that's your turn, Psyche here. You rattle its bones, you give it the bad vibes, and then you move into flank. It'll be end of round 3, top of round 4. Chester William.
Williams. Which one of these looks more hurt? Actually, no, I don't care. That one's sickened, so his AC is lowered by 1, right?
Yeah. They both actually look about the same level.
Oh. There's only a 10 on the die, so plus 16 will be 26.
26 will hit.
And I will get to roll 4d6 plus 2.
What are you attacking with?
Oh, my gun. So I devised, reloaded shot.
Okay.
That is 441. 6 for 15 plus 2 is 17 damage.
You shoot this one and put it down just like you did the other one. Although probably with less overkill.
And Chester will say, Asuvu, just get out of there. These things could turn you to stone.
Okay.
And that's Chester's turn.
All right. It is now Asuvu's turn. Yeah, okay, man. I'm going to spend 1 action. Slowed 2.
One action to run.
To run away.
20 feet. Can they go further?
I have 25, so I could go 5 more.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get out of there.
That's my turn. 1 action.
Maybe if it chases, you can get an attack of opportunity on it.
It's Eleanor's turn.
I'm not going to need it. Let's roll to get panache
Kill the chicken.
with
Tumble
my tumble through.
Choke
That
it.
is a 30 acrobatics.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now that I have panache,
And
and
just
just check
flat-footed.
that on.
Check it and see.
We're gonna roll to hit. Nat 20.
Oh, baby, critical hit.
no.
36.
Dead.
It's so dead.
So
dead.
I do want to roll this though.
do it.
For the sake of my
Please.
own gratification.
Yes. Roll.
Let's
Hit.
see. That is
But
5, 2, and 3 is 10. 14 plus 4 is 18. 18 doubled is 36 plus the deadly D8. 41.
Oh,
Beautiful.
This thing had 10 hit points left. It is heckin'
you
dead.
stab it and it explodes again.
This time I stab it through the heart.
And it just explodes.
Just rapier. Pierce.
Whoosh. Like an anime move.
You're covered in blood. That is it. You are now out of combat.
And out of panache.
So how long does it take Usuvu to not be slowed anymore? If it doesn't have a time limit on it.
I don't know, man. That's weird.
Do I just need to do like a heal thing on it?
Do you want to just be like the spell and do like a minute?
That's probably do it like a minute, yeah. Otherwise, I could let Psyche roll healing.
Not gonna lie, I looked it up, and there was like a Pathfinder rules post like, hey, how long does slowed from cockatrice last? Cause it don't say. And no one had a solid
You
answer.
should note, Drow, that your lifelink literally saved me from taking much damage at all. I literally am only down 6 hit points.
You should.
You don't even need to heal me.
You should physician heal thyself.
I am down over 20 points.
Yeah, you need to be healed.
And you also have
thank
moderate
you.
or light curse.
Oh,
light.
but you have master healing now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one of the things you got from the level up. So you can roll against the expert.
What is that,
DC
25?
Is 20. If you want to roll against it.
You have
master
what?
is 30, but that's going to be harder to hit. Oh, you crushed it. 27 against the expert one.
You have to roll 3 or less to not hit this DC now.
And then that's what?
2d8 plus 10.
Heal thyself. Heal yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
22. Is that all back up for you?
That'll take me to 97
Out of...
out of 99.
Wait, we have the same amount of hit points.
We have
now.
had the same amount of hit points.
Yeah, Psyche has a d10. Just like you.
What? I keep forgetting this.
If I had toughness, I wouldn't be that high. I'm not a martial class technically. I know. It just baffles me every time I'm
Toughness
reminded.
doesn't give you hit points anymore. It just makes your dying save 9 plus your dying value.
It gives you hit points as well.
Does
it gives you 1 per level. Because there's also Die Hard, which makes like it's equivalent.
I'll take it later.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy with my
Nuh-uh,
incredible
Jacob.
initiative.
Doesn't?
No.
I really thought I had read that.
Oh, no, you're right. Increase your maximum hit points by your level. It's not in the
Ha!
first sentence. Sorry, I'm clarifying and I'm calcifying here, and I'm just messing up all sorts
I'm sorry.
of ways.
Don't apologize. It's
I
hilarious.
should take that next time.
I mean, at this point, it'd only be 7 additional hit points. Next level will be 8.
That could be life or death.
You right. You right.
All right, so you heal yourself up, Psyche. I think Usuvu's down the most after that.
All right, let's go.
Oh, man, thanks. I really need this.
I want to try going for.
Master, you'll have to hit 13 or better, right?
Do I dare do the 30?
I'll tell you, Asuvu does not need that many hit
To
points.
Okay,
hit
then I'll do
30,
the 20.
You'd have to roll 14, so you'd be unlikely to do it, and you would have a higher chance of crit failing, which
Okay.
is
Yeah.
still only D8 of damage. So
All right, you made it with a 24 on the expert check. That's going to be 15 points of healing to Asuvu.
and it's 2d8 plus 30 for master.
Yes.
Statistically, I think we could get more. It would just take longer with the risk of failure.
It'd take a lot more time, yeah.
So how bad is Isuvu now?
Asuvu was actually down 15 hit points exactly. So she's full.
Perfect.
All right.
And then
And I'm only
Eleanor
down
for a little
6.
bit, right? Take it.
Here.
Remember, 7 hit points is the difference between life and death.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Heal me.
Oh, baby.
Baby.
That's a 26. It's going to succeed again.
So you're just full.
You're filled
I
on
like
up.
to imagine that every time you go overboard, some random tiny inconvenience like a hangnail gets healed too.
Yeah.
And don't
My
for-
tinnitus is gone.
don't forget, like if
That
we
would be amazing.
If we had all the time in the world to spare, fun fact for medicine, you could just take the hour to double the amount of healing.
Oh,
But that would like
Take a long time.
A long
That's
time.
like downtime level stuff.
it's a much bigger deal when you can only heal once every hour.
yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, you guys are here at the entrance to the Cradle of Quartz. Again, you see this massive door.
Quick
you
question.
heal up. It's about 6 in the evening. Yes, Elnor?
The door is made of bronze,
Yes.
but it's been out in the weather. Is it green yet? No, that's copper. Never mind. I feel dumb.
No, you're fine. Yeah, no, it's doesn't look very tarnished. It looks maybe a little weather beaten, perhaps a smidge eroded, but like for the most part, it's like it's not shiny, but it's still in good working order. It looks very heavy, and like the handles are this like gear contraption. If you like go to work it, like it spins a bunch of gears and moves stuff. It's beautiful. What do you guys do?
Do y'all think we should like sleep and go in there in the morning? Here's a question.
Yes.
I was thinking about this. So Casawana probably flew here, right? But he probably didn't go through here, or else he'd have to fight all them undead things. So that means there's an entrance somewhere here from the outside. If we could climb up this, we could just find the way in that Casawana took, right? Is there any kind of check I could do to validify this information?
I mean,
To validate.
you could try
I
rolling like
said
survival
what I
to look for
said.
tracks or something, but it would be incredibly difficult with the time and the
It'd be incredibly
weather.
difficult
And
'cause I'm not
considering the
trained in
material
survival.
this thing is made
I
of.
have a +1.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you could try to do that, or you could just go in this way. You have to find them anyway. You know?
I mean, but like the difference would be fighting through a horde of undead and a creature that could, show us our past and destroy our future.
I mean, you don't know if going another way is any better.
We could sleep though and come back fresh.
Sleeping is probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna sleep.
So you spend the quarter day, roll to make camp.
Do you have your flint and steel? Does Saikir have a
I
blanket?
didn't get a
I rolled
6.
a natural 20
got a
on a
9.
joke.
All right, well, you guys make great camp, even if it was just a Forbidden Lands joke. You find a good spot to settle down. There's
No
no
ants.
mana storm. There's no ants. There's no tow issues like every Forbidden Lands mishap. You find a good place to make camp, and then the morning comes. You get up bright and early. And you see like the beautiful morning sunbeams hitting the quartz ornate temple decorations, shining these cool colored reflections all across the canyon. What do you guys do?
Would undead be immune to mental damage if they're immune to mental effects?
Yeah, probably.
Undead?
I can roll for this.
Make a religion check.
That's a 19 on the die plus my religion skill.
Once living, this is the undead trait. These creatures were infused after death with negative energy and soul-corrupting evil magic. When reduced to 0 hit points, undead creature is destroyed. Undead creatures are damaged by positive energy, healed by negative energy, and don't benefit from healing effects. You used to ask for about mind affecting.
Mental damage specifically. Like, can they be afeared? Can they be feared, frightened, and can mental damage hurt them?
So it looks like in 2E, undead are typically immune to like death, disease, paralyzed, poison. Some of them, depending on it, might be immune to precision, but that's a very specific thing. That's not a general thing like in older
In 3.5.
Yeah. And like unconscious, but they don't have any resistances to like mental stuff. What's the specific thing you're looking at here?
Dread Ampule, which it does mental damage, and it can cause frightened, but it has the poison tag.
Oh, the poison trait.
Yeah, trait.
So the poison trait is an effect with this trait delivers a poison or deals poison damage. An item with this trait is poisonous and might cause an affliction. But if your Dread Ampule deals mental damage, the blah damage is the thing that matters in terms of immunities.
Alrighty.
It's kind of weird because in 1E Undead, there was like mindless and non-mindless undead. And so like mind affecting things didn't affect a lot of undead.
Yeah.
That's still a thing for like constructs in 2E, which makes sense.
It makes sense. And for like vermin, things, animals that don't.
But it was always complicated. It was like, is this undead mindless or not? And like the mindless,
yes.
Yeah, it's so complicated. It depends on what you're doing. I'm kind of glad they simplified that part much. So you rest up, you get your stuff ready for this day. And you approach this door again. I'll go ahead and reread you the flavor text now that you've walked up to it again.
I do love flavor.
A wide paved road covered by blown sand leads to a 2-level platform set before the temple's entrance. A stone shelf above the entry provides shade. The double door is 10 feet tall and made of weather-beaten bronze. The walls surrounding the bronze portal are inscribed with an intricate network of gears that circle the doorway and cover most of the visible surface. Massive crystalline spears of ice blue quartz jut from the surrounding cliffs. Several window shafts cut into the face of the cliff and only show darkness beyond.
Oh.
In my offhand, I would like to draw one of my hatchets for throwing.
Alrighty.
In my hand, I have my whip where I always have it.
You playing with Psyche here?
No.
Okay.
It's
of
just
course
it's
I have
curled
my
up in his
rapier.
hand.
But now that I have throwing axes, I want to keep one in my offhand.
Yo, this temple thing looks wild, dude.
Yeah, you ever see something like this, Usuvu?
Never. Rye stuff is wild. Oh,
It sure is.
Wait, they want the whip.
Chester will just not even look and just start moving it about. Every once in a while, it'll snap against Psyche.
You just turn Psyche is like kicking it with the back peats.
He'll throw it up against the door to see if Psyche will shove the door open with their body. Just.
Does Sakir do that?
But what do you guys want to do?
Let's open the door. First, I'm going to drink an Eagle Eye Elixir.
Okay.
So I'm going to use one of my Dehukikimajans.
Dehukikimajans?
That's
Jesus.
right, Dehukikimajans. So I have that for an hour. So I will like to look at the door and see if the door is trapped.
Go ahead.
18 plus 16. 35.
The door is not trapped.
Okay.
You see the door is, again, intricate, like clockwork gears that looks like it makes it easy with some sort of mechanism to open this what otherwise would be heavy door.
You guys ready? Oh, wait. So does that mean the door... Do we know how to open the door?
Yeah, it has handles.
Okay.
But like the handles are hooked up to like these gears.
Okay. So it's like a... Okay, I gotcha. You guys ready to go in?
Let's go.
Could I... With that perception check, did I notice anything weird? Any scratch marks, shuffle bits? Like anything that would hint us towards the undead that could be in this place?
Not really.
Okay. It's just a question. Chester will open the door.
You open the door, it's just like you pull down the handle and they start opening up. And now let me describe what you see.
So excited to see inside.
Oh.
This hexagonal chamber evokes the shape of a crystal with perfectly flat walls rising 20 feet high, angling towards the inner chamber's center and meeting at a central point 40 feet above the floor. The walls are inset with flat crystal faces and decorative patterns that mimic a humanoid form composed of gears and wheels. 2 sets of corridors head further into the complex on either side of the bronze doorway, so to your left and to your right. Each
left.
Partially obscured by tattered scraps of rotten curtains. To the east is an angular dais with 3 stone steps carved from the translucent stone.
A throne.
to the east is that throne kind of thing. And you see more, there's a couple different paths. There's 2 paths to the left, one more northward or more eastward and one more westward. And then the same thing on the right. There's 2 paths. I don't know if you can see the doors there.
Chester's going to draw. He's going to have one hand on his. Oh.
Before you do anything, the other thing that's in this room that you notice immediately, and that immediately turns to see you, is a gigantic.
Holy crap!
I can't see
clockwork
anything.
sphinx. Let me help you see, Eleanor.
Already? What?
And it looks like this.
Oh, Derek, don't you dare. No, don't you dare.
And that is what we're going to pick up in our next episode.
Don't. No.
Jacob is upset.
It's beautiful, though.
It is gorgeous.
I want to.
It's not exceptionally humanoid in the face, though.
No.
It looks kind of griffin-y
I
almost.
thought it was more like an owl in the face, honestly.
We'll come back next time to see them fight this clockwork sphinx. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. And we are also on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon Podcast. Our theme for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios. And you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.